Is one of the greatest leaders of all time. We're talking about the brilliant Winston Churchill. That's right. Now, his statue presides looking out onto his beloved Westminster, the Houses of Parliament. Of late, of course, that statue has become rather difficult to maintain, all due the usual things, the strikes and the marchers and people daubing paint and stuff like that onto it. There's a debate actually over here in the United Kingdom as to whether that statue should actually now be moved inside to the House of Commons. It's ridiculous, isn't it? And a statement of our times that people cannot be recognised in the area that they should be recognised because of thugs and disrespectful people. It's interesting also, isn't it, the statue up in Grantham of the late leader, the Right Honourable Margaret Thatcher, has had to be cordoned off because people keep defacing it and stuff like that. How childish is that when you think about it? Because it's history, whether you like it or not. But in a recent poll, I found this fascinating, and I wanted to share this with you. A recent poll undertook that 37% of Britons, and we know which area that is, had no idea who Winston Churchill was, no idea who Margaret Thatcher was, barely knew who Tony Blair was. There's the question you would ask yourself is this: what exactly are teachers teaching our children, the kids of today, in school? I mean, it's clearly obvious someone like Sir Winston Churchill did a lot for the country. In fact, they'd no idea why the Second World War started, what the invasion of Poland was by Adolf Hitler. I mean, you just couldn't make this sort of stuff up. But back to Churchill. Now, this is really kicked off because, as I say, if they wish to take the statue away and replace it somewhere, what they're claiming to be a more secure area, which again, I think is ridiculous because not everybody can get in the House of Commons. And it is nice to look at these statues, read their accomplishments and think, wow, they did that. But equally now, a lot of people are saying, well, if you're moving Winston Churchill, why are we not shifting Nelson Mandela? What exactly did he do for Great Britain, the United Kingdom? Yet there he has a statue slap bang in the centre of Whitehall. But as a source told me very close to this particular project, they'd be very fearful now, right at this moment, to take this down as it wouldn't create the right atmosphere. Do you see how this works now, right? And it's interesting, isn't it? Because the people that create the least, they're not too bothered about. As we told you about recently with the BBC licence fee, they don't go into areas where they feel there will be any controversy. They don't want that. So they'll just stick to the people that they hope or know will pay. Seemingly, the same thing could happen to this wonderful, great British leader, Sir Winston Churchill, who did so much that could disappear from public view. As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular story. And should children be taught more of British history, more of international history? And in fact, as I said before, what are they teaching them then? As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.